evening. I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's council meeting. Would you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Goodell.
Here.
Slater.
Here.
Scholl.
Here.
Rusher.
Here.
Davis.
Here.
I need a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion to approve the minutes of the July 21st, 2014 regular council meeting, the August 1st, 2014 special council meeting.
Move approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion to approve the treasurer's monthly investment report. Any questions on that? 0%?
0.4.
0.4, excuse me. 0.4.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We need a motion to approve the claims for July. Questions on those?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Under communications, anything from the public in attendance this evening? If not, we'll move on to new business. We have a statement from the council, I guess, so.
We have a joint statement with the city councilman. We had a meeting on Friday and put together a joint statement concerning some issues that we have. We, the members of the Humboldt City Council, hereby publicly express our strong disapproval of the actions of Mayor Jensen with respect to the criminal charges currently pending against him in Polk County. His conduct has put the city of Humboldt and the city council in an embarrassing position. We hope that the mayor will take a hard look at whether this situation compromises his ability to effectively carry out the duties of his office. The citizens of Humboldt should be aware that the city council is mindful of its legal position with respect to this issue and will continue to monitor the situation.
I want to apologize to the council, John. I appreciate you reading that, you know. Unfortunately, what was printed in the paper is probably 25% true, but that's immaterial. You know, I know what happened, a few other people know what happened, but that's immaterial at this point. I did have charges filed against me. You know, some people claim that I bought my way out of it or did things illegally. I went through a due process. You know, that's what the court offered me to do. You know, went down, didn't pled guilty, didn't have to do anything for arraignment, just had to do a victim program, which the guy that was involved in the same thing as I was agreed to. You know, he came up with a figure that I agreed with. You know, basically I paid a week ago Monday, according to the lady that was in charge of that. You know, goes before a judge, he signs off on it, and charges are dropped, and that's my understanding. So, I do apologize to the council. You know, I had no idea that the paper was gonna do what they did, you know, or I would have mentioned something earlier, but, you know, I didn't. I went to court on Wednesday, the paper printed it the next day, so I had no chance to. It was late in the afternoon when I did my deal, so the paper was already out the next morning. I had no idea that they were gonna print what they printed, you know, so I had no warning to tell the council I was gonna be in the paper and stuff, you know. Since then, there've been more printings and stuff, more whatever you wanna call it, but, you know, I do apologize, you know, for bringing a black-eyed Humboldt, you know, for my actions, you know. Can't guarantee it'll never happen again, but, to my best ability, I hope it never happens again anyway, so. It happens when you get pissed, I guess, anyway, so I shouldn't have got that way. But I do want to apologize to the citizens of Humboldt if I've caused any anguish to them for any reason. You know, I guess you find out in these times who's against you and who's for you. You know, I guess my phone calls today and all the people that came to my shop, you know, make me realize, you know, not to walk away from this. So I will not be walking away from this. So I guess next November, if you're not happy with me, then that's the time to say adios. So until then, I'm here for the run. So, any other questions? I mean, is there anything? I guess that's all I can say. My personal life's not gonna come out on TV. It's nobody's business but mine. So, That's what happened. Appreciate it.
And we've just been fielding a lot of questions.
I understand
You-
that, John.
You understand
No,
that?
I understand
You know,
that.
that's why we came out with this statement too.
Take percent fund with this, I realized it got to be a bigger deal. If I wasn't mayor, nobody would give a shit about it.
Yeah.
But I was, and it got to be a big deal anyway, so I do apologize for that, that they ran as long as they ran with it, so. Hopefully this is over and to bed and it's the end of it, so. Next, we need a motion to approve a street closure request from Matt Dominic for a block party on 11th Avenue Southwest on Saturday, August 9th.
It's like they had last year, right?
Yeah, same,
Same thing.
yeah.
Move to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next, we need a motion to approve the renewal of a Class C liquor license, outdoor service area, and Sunday sales privilege for Larry Davidson, doing business as Rustic Restaurant and Reception. Are we in order, Gloria?
Yes, it is.
Move to approve. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? On the resolutions. We need a motion to approve the following proposed resolution number 2014-90. A resolution approving pay estimate number 2 from Hovey Construction Incorporated of Fort Dodge, Iowa, in the amount of $75,085.15 for the Sumner Avenue Sidewalk Improvement Project.
The project's going well. The wall and sidewalk are, well, I guess the wall is actually complete. They've poured everything, the form's still on there. Looks like things.
Looks nice.
Looks very nice, yes.
The one other thing, I guess, that we can probably see it here, they're in the process of putting the fill behind the wall, so they put the sidewalk right up on top of that. Other than that, seems like things are moving along. I know that they're behind schedule because of some of the weather, but we extended the completion date.
Doesn't make much difference anyways.
Yeah, we can't really use it no matter what.
Not this year.
Move to approve?
Second.
Roll call vote.
Goodell,
Aye.
Slater.
Aye.
Scholl,
Aye.
Rusher.
Aye.
Davis.
Aye. Next, we need a motion to approve the final proposed resolution number 2014-91. A resolution approving pay estimate number 2 from Blacktop Service Company of Humboldt, Iowa, in the amount of $65,845.17 for the 2014 7th Avenue South subdivision water main and street construction project.
Blacktop has to finish some seeding, and the project will be finalized. Blacktop has received, also the Blacktop has received a notice to proceed on the 2014 roadway project, and work should commence on that shortly, with the sidewalks going first, so Humboldt South will be first.
So everything is completed down on 7th and stuff then?
They still have to come back.
Except for the seating, but I mean, as
Yeah.
far as the road and everything, so.
Yeah, they just have to seed those side sections where they're ripped up and
I
running.
really wish they'd clean those yards up. They'd be a lot easier to sell if they looked nice down there.
They have the seeding date that's the same as
Fall,
DOT,
yeah.
and so they're gonna kill it off and just get under and seed it.
Is that really Blacktop's fault? That's just kind of the yards, the way they work, so that's not Blacktop's.
I think the contractor's in charge of the yard, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything outside of
I mean, the house company.
200 feet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Move to approve. Second.
Roll call vote.
Slater.
Aye.
Scholl,
Aye.
Rusher.
Aye.
Davis.
Aye.
Goodell.
Aye.
Next, we need a motion to approve the final proposed resolution number 2014-92. A resolution accepting the mutual and fire rescue agreement between the cities of Humboldt and Fort Dodge.
The mutual aid agreement between the two cities expires every few years and requires renewal. It's one of the only ones that we have that expires. Humboldt Fire Department recently responded to a mutual aid request during a downtown fire at Fort Dodge, so it does get used. In that case, it was us heading down to Fort Dodge.
Move to approve?
Second.
Roll call vote.
Scholl,
Aye.
Rusher.
Aye.
Davis.
Aye.
Goodell.
Aye.
Slater.
Aye.
Next, we need a motion to approve the final proposed resolution number 2014-93. A resolution approving pay estimate number 4 from Godfreyson Smith Construction Company of Ida Grove, Iowa, in the amount of $11,640 for the Sumner Avenue Bridge Replacement Project.
The water main's in the process of being moved by Denver Underground. The bridge crew has started to get back to where they were before the flooding set them back. Hopefully they will be able to dedicate additional crews to the project to make up for some lost time. They've had the intention of doing that. If you check the next picture, you can see they're driving piles today. If you look at the first pier here, you can see that this one obviously is still blown out. They won't do any work on that until they
come back to the other side of the project. For right now, they'll stay on the other side. Once the water mains move, they can move to the other pier and the abutment over on this side. But they were driving pile today on the center pier. So they're back to where they were. They were originally driving, putting in the cofferdam when the flooding hit. So we're at least moving forward again. So,
No issues with that Topeka Shiner thing as you're.
it's fast.
It's over with.
July 31st was the
Oh,
end of
good.
it.
So bring it up.
Move we approve.
Good.
Second.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Rusher.
Aye.
Davis.
Aye.
Goodell.
Aye.
Slater.
Aye.
Shoal.
Aye.
Next, we need a motion to approve the following resolution number 2014-94. A resolution approving contract change order number 5 with Industrial Process Technology Incorporated of Fargo, North Dakota for a Humboldt water treatment plant improvement project for a net decrease in the contract price of $18,886.95. Lance, is that, you wanna go
Yeah.
behind it?
Do you want to talk about it? While he's coming up, it essentially just was kind of a catch-all. This had pavement removal in it. It had steel doors in it. It had online turbidimeter was included in it.
Deduction of painting we did do.
Yeah, there was some painting that wasn't necessary that was removed.
So this should be the final change order, I guess, as far as any changes to the project. This is kind of the last one to clean up some loose ends that I had from paperwork standpoint. Yeah, the turbidimeter we added is not required, but Steve Guthrie had asked about adding an online one instead of them taking grab samples every 4 hours, whatever they do. And the DNR would like you to have it, but it's not required, so we're adding that to this, on this change order.
Well, and turbidity is one of the biggest surface water treatment
Right,
issues.
that's the primary criteria the staff have to watch to be in compliance.
Means our surface treatment, you mean?
Yeah, so that's what'll throw you into a lot of trouble, so that's why he was concerned and wanted that added, so.
Yeah, there has to be one on each filter, which those are on there, and then they also, like you'd have, don't have to have one that kind of measures the total average of everything going out. Okay.
So where do we stand now with the treatment plant, Lance?
That's, kind of this next item really, but just as far as where we're at, pretty much by end of this week, the project should be, for all intents and purposes, done. Cowan Roofing is out there today finishing up, adding some insulation and siding around the existing lime sludge storage tank. That's the one with the metal dome on top. It still had the old insulation around it. It didn't look very good, so they're finishing that out today. And Cedar, he was supposed to show up today. Colin, the superintendent, apparently worked all weekend trying to get ready for him, and then he called today and said, well, I'll be there in a couple days. So that really is it as far as, work to be completed. They're still working on some punch list items. I met with the control system integrator for the last couple hours going over his questions. He had, I don't know how to come up, maybe 100 items to work through, and he had questions on 6 of them still that he's trying to wrap up. So, there could be a couple weeks yet of getting some punch list items done. I'm kind of hoping that the next council meeting in 2 weeks, we can actually close the project. If all goes well, that'll come down to what Steve Guthrie and Clint think, is it done, is the punch list done enough or done, in their regards too. So,
How about the east building there that, it looks like they patched some holes in that was leaking or something?
yeah, they gotta come back and repair that, and when that'll happen, it could be a while yet, yet in the next month or two. They got the other tank drained. There's 2 tanks in that. The one you see is the one that's been fixed on the inside. They drained it, fixed it. They got the east side's done. The one on the west is now empty. They're going in and repairing some leaks that they found in that one. So when they get that done, then the guy that did the outside surface will come back at once and repair all that. But that could still be a month away potentially. That has kind of, it's a punch list items, but really it's kind of a warranty correction item. It was all done, but then it started leaking, and so they gotta go back and fix it. That would be whether it happened now or happened a year from now. They could come and, if they find more leaks, they'll have to come and fix it then too.
So warranty starts on the time that we accept the project is complete? or when
But
do we-
the
we've
substantial
already started?
completion date, so it started July 1st of 2014 for 2 years. So the pay request that, you know, number 25 is for, really it's for additional work done since last month. And it's part of the reduced retainage that we talked about last month. And then held out of that is $44,000, which is just 2 times the work not completed, so I held money back for the seeding, for the control system work, which is now pretty much done, and the siding that they're putting on today, on the installation and siding of the building, because that wasn't done in time for this pay request, so it's left out at 2 times the value. So just like we talked about last time, if you feel you want to hold money back for liquidated damages, my bill I sent to Aaron that's for additional work, you would just reduce that amount out of this pay request. So instead of paying $102,000, you would pay so many dollars less than that.
I thought we did that before, though.
You did.
Okay, that money's,
That was just, you just didn't pay as much at the time, and you just have to keep doing that until a final
okay, so
decision.
that money's added back into here again, then, you
Yes.
mean? Okay.
Because it's
all right.
not, that was something the council elected to do, but there's not a change order actually changing the value. And in fact, John was asking me, this is John Jones, the owner of IPT, he's here if you got any questions, but what he asked me to do, the cleanest way to finish up the paperwork is when we're ready to close out the project, there will be a change order deducting whatever dollar amount you guys want to do, and then, say it's $50,000, whatever. So then that final pay request would have that in there, and the dollar amount to be paid would be correct, and the same number he writes, the same number I write, and the same number you pay on that last pay request when we close the project out. If all goes well, that'll be in 2 weeks. We'll see. So that would be the only thing when you do the motion on that pay request number 25. Maybe you just want to hold the same amount or some other number you want to talk about.
So what do we hold last time?
17.
70.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, any other questions for me right now?
Be off the one or 2 to 17. Okay.
And I think, I don't remember what the bill